KCSF was actually a class that you took. It was, a part of the broadcast community, but it was actually a radio class where you had to learn how to actually run a 1-hour show and learn how to do, call letters, how to segue from a song into an introduction, do a live interview on air, everything while censoring yourself, just like a professional FM radio station. Started and began at KCSF in 2011, 2012. My first day on air, I actually, I don't know why, but the program director and Dr. Hale got together and they said, I think we should make a morning show. There's never been a morning show at KCSF, like regular FM radios have morning shows. And they're like, I think we should put Dezz in front. And I believe my second semester is when it really picked up, and I think that was like what really kickstarted everything, because all of a sudden everybody wanted to be a radio personality. All of a sudden everybody wanted to have their own show, or wanted to do their own podcast, or wanted to just announce things. It was busy. Our classroom was super full. Things started to slow down at KCSF when Dr. Hale announced his retirement. I know there's a lot of people out there that would love to be in this class. It's just we lost the capabilities and the funding to actually get stuff up and running like how it used to be before.
We had an established radio program, and the instructor, Dr. Hale, retired, and so we lost that program. And when we did, I felt a little disappointed that we had a whole radio station and production booths that weren't being put to use. I think Misha Antonich first started the BEMA Club with his students, and it was more oriented towards video editing. And then a couple of years ago, we got together a group that met in the radio station and looked into starting up the radio station again. It slowly came together. I guess in the first year, we had certain amount of organization happening, but maybe not as much on-air time as we would have liked to have seen. But the current crop of BEMA Club volunteers is doing a fantastic job at scheduling shows and actually getting on the air. So that's really gratifying to see that.
We were rebooting up BEMA Club and restarting the radio station. And a whole bunch of people showed up into this room, into this station, to talk about restarting KCSF. And there's probably about 30 of us at the time. And there was a lot of energy, a lot of people wanted to have their own radio shows. But there was none of this, or there was some of this equipment here, but none of it was set up, none of it was hooked up. We didn't have our live stream figured out. Now we bring in people to use the equipment and have shows, and I guess I'm trying to create what I was hoping there would be when I first came here during those first meetings, sort of an outlet for people to produce good audio work. Events in KCSF's future, we have Unity Day coming up. It's a gathering of all the clubs on campus, and we're going to be running the sound system and also hosting some karaoke. So that's going to be very exciting and hopefully very hilarious. And trying to team up with different school clubs and organizations. I find that there's a lot of interest in creating a podcast among different groups, people, but what people lack is the know-how and the technical skills, so we're trying to provide that here. You can go to listen to KCSF Radio. You can listen on tunein.com by searching KCSF Radio. And then our podcasts like KCSF News, you can search wherever you get podcasts.